Public education has seemingly been under attack from many different angles. Administrators and teachers put forth high efforts to provide the needs of students so they might learn. Issues such as equity, accountability, social and emotional learning, and technology were already at the forefront. Then comes 2020 and COVID 19, magnifying all these issues that were already so prevalent. Now parents are losing jobs, teachers are stretched thinner than ever before, children are separated from their peers, and the administrators in school try to lead everyone to greatness even still. It seems a bit like we're living in a fantasy world. Sometimes I can't believe it myself. It's as if we are all a part of this epic quest, fighting against evil forces, attempting to break down the very cornerstone of our society, public education. In these uncertain times, people don't know what to believe. Has public education failed our children? Is the answer charter schools or private school vouchers? Is it best that our students go back to school full time? Or should schools and society at large remain shut down? As a leader, it's important that we keep a level head and make the best decisions for all stakeholders. A children's fantasy novel such as J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix may not seem like the first choice when seeking knowledge in such times, but this book has many gems and examples of what good and bad leaders do in times of strife. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix is the fifth installment in Rowling's series. This book follows the events of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Lord Voldemort has returned, but Harry was the only eyewitness to his resurrection to power. There are four notable leaders within this story: Harry Potter, a young wizard in training; Dolores Umbridge, a senior ministry employee; Minister of Magic Cornelius Fudge; and Professor Albus Dumbledore, long-standing headmaster of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The Wizarding world has been split into those who believe Harry and support him, Dumbledore and the rest of the Order of Phoenix, and those who support the Ministry of Magic and deny the return of the Dark Lord out of fear. Fudge is threatened by Dumbledore and insecure of his own leadership capabilities. Because Dumbledore is the only person Voldemort has ever feared, he believes the wizarding community will replace him with Dumbledore as Minister of Magic. Rather than collaborate and utilize Professor Dumbledore for the good of his people, he leads a propaganda campaign to smear and discredit both Dumbledore and Harry. His insecurities lead Minister Fudge, to appoint Dolores Umbridge as a professor and High Inquisitor at Hogwarts. She is the epitome of the dark side of leadership as described by Northouse. Umbridge undermines Dumbledore, and as she gains more power, his is stripped away. She is eventually promoted and replaces Professor Dumbledore as headmaster, who then flees to escape imprisonment. Even in his absence, the majority of the staff remain loyal to Dumbledore and trust him to a fault. He seems to have all the necessary traits of a leader, including intelligence, confidence, charisma, determination, sociability, and integrity. While it may seem that his style is laissez-faire, Dumbledore is always steps ahead of any opposition. He empowers all in his circle to become leaders in their own right, whether it's students, professors, and community members alike. Umbridge's autocratic leadership belittles the other professors and turns staff and students against each other through favoritism. Dolores also only allows the students to learn defense against dark arts theoretically in order to pass the ordinary wizarding level exam, OWLS. In order to ensure they will be prepared for the growing evils, the students are forced to select their own leader, Harry Potter himself. Ultimately, Umbridge meets her own demise as the students plot to overthrow her succeeds, and she is carried away deep into the Forbidden Forest by a herd of senators that she angered previously. Harry is a very humble leader. Although he is reluctant at first, he is encouraged by those that believe in and has seen his talents. Those who are skeptical soon gain his trust due to his democratic style and ability to form positive culture and relationships. He begins by allowing members to select their own name, being Dumbledore's Army, DA. the location and means of communication. Through his leadership, the clumsy and doubting Neville Longbottom is able to master the Expelliarmus spell, and the other students are able to learn high-level spells such as the Patronus charm. He is even able to bring Luna Lovegood, a long-standing outgroup member, into the core team. He tells them every good wizard in history started out as nothing more than what we are now, students. If they can do it, why not us? Harry is able to balance being task and relationship oriented. He tells them working hard is important, but there's something else that is more important, believing in yourself. When he is plagued with visions of Voldemort's secret mission, his team is ready to follow him to battle, knowing the ultimate price to pay could be their very lives. Although this vision was planted as a trap by Voldemort, it would seem that Harry had led the DA to their doom. The battle at the Ministry of Magic allowed Minister Fudge to see proof of what he was denying for months. He, Voldemort, is back. Harry lost his uncle and only guardian that night, but they all gained real-life experience they would need in the coming years. While he may not have had the traits of the all-powerful Albus Dumbledore, he has a team that supports him with strengths that complement his weaknesses. His peers in the wizarding world now see him more than just the boy that lived, but Voldemort's equal and their leader in the fight against darkness. As a child, I read this story for its whimsy and wonder. As an adult, I see the merits in the lessons it taught, and also, still of course, for whimsy and wonder. Educational leaders must be able to inspire others to follow our vision. We must lead in a manner that will cause others to follow us, even in the most uncertain times. And these are definitely uncertain times for education in our society. Effective leadership is more important than ever before. According to Northouse, people want leaders who can relate to their circumstances, not a tyrant ready to kick you while you're down. We are in need of leaders who are able to rise up, even in our own fear and doubt, not hide in denial and hope that the problem will just go away. Some leaders may have the magic touch, but most need a strong team with whom they can utilize distributed leadership and empower through efficacy. It is important to have the administrative skills necessary to run the day-to-day operations of an organization, but at the same time, realizing that building relationships is what will allow others to work at your side. Dumbledore says, we must all face a choice between what is right and what is easy. Choosing another path in life may be easy, but I know that ensuring that all children receive an equitable, quality education, no matter what the circumstances, is right. Thank you.